Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. I want to give all infinite honors, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and sincerity. They steered us well and they rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect. May the blessing of election be upon your house. This is the brother Zion Amawan coming at you with another lesson to feed the lambs through the Holy Spirit. Haracha Kodash. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying and to the point. And in this lesson, okay, we're going to get into you women are going to get judged. Okay, you women are going to get judged. And I'm not talking about all women, because you do have women that is going to be delivered. You know, you have a remnant of women that is, in fact, sincere and they going to get delivered. But a big, vast majority of you women are going to get the sword, man. Y'all going to get judged because women are at ease. You know, rise up, ye women that are at ease. You see, these women can call the police. All right. All right. And the police will even ask questions that will try to force the hand of that person, okay, to try to be like, well, like, did he hit you? And if that woman say anything like a yes or put a yay on anything of that thing, man, and it could be basically her word against his, that man gonna get locked up off the back with no questions asked, none of that, and they gonna try to throw the book at you because in a lot of these different states, especially in Alabama, they take domestic violence very serious, man. All right. And a lot of niggas been getting caught up because of these damn shiesty ass bitches. So you got to be careful out here, man. All right. And I'm speaking to myself first, you second. But rise up, ye women that are at ease. All right. Hear my voice. And how can you hear the voice? You can hear the voice through the prophet. See, Eve think that she don't have to self-develop. Eve think she don't need no help. Eve, because she's at ease. She not going to hear the voice of Yahweh Shema Shah, the majority of these women. The majority, of these women, they listen to these, to that damn Glorilla. They listen to these feminists, on these podcasts, and they head get pumped up, man. But let's look, have that same energy in Jacob's Trouble, where you women are going to be targets in that day, man. You women are going to be left to the slaughter, It was saying that a man is going to be curled up like a woman travailed upon, woman with child, roughly paraphrasing, man. You're going to have a man curled up grabbing his loins, a strong ass man. So you women ain't got a chance in hell. If the Lord gonna do that to a man, right? You women don't got a chance. It's over. It's over. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. See, these women are careless. Look at how they dress. Look at how they act. Look at their mentality. Look at how they raise their children, man. See, a lot of these women, they want to talk about the fathers and talk about the men. It's the women that went bad nowadays. The men ain't went bad for real. It's the women that really went bad nowadays, man. These women are embracing hoe culture. If you go out in these major cities and you go downtown, things of that nature, these women are dressing like whores. They dressing like quote unquote thoughts. They all look like strippers with different color wigs on and shit. And they say, I'm big such and such. I'm the big one, not the little one. Like they say these dumbass sayings. These women think they IG name is their real fucking name. These women are through, man, off. That's why a good jungle hacking have to come to Babylon the Great. All right. Because these women not going to switch that spirit up. They not going to change. The majority of these women, it got to take for them to not get their hair done, for them to not get their feet done, for them to not go to Sephora, for them to not go to these stores and get a Starbucks boba drink and all this dumbass shit, man. You know, all of that got to get put to rest, man. That little job that they hold on to, that little raggedy ass career, that little degree, all that got to be complete disnulled in order for these dumbass women out here to even act right. And even that ain't going to have them act right. It's going to take Yahweh Shah to come back and crack heads, man. All right? You're going to have a lot of women out here pregnant by Gerber troops, pregnant by soldiers that have invaded. You know? It's a rise up. All right, ye careless, Salakia, rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. You better listen. You better listen to the words of Yahweh Shema Shah. You better listen to the prophets. But these women don't even look at us as prophets. They just look at us as niggas. Because you will have Eve will tell you off the back, you ain't no prophet, you just a nigga. You ain't no prophet, you's a nigga. That's how they talk to us, man. You know? Especially like these women, these damn evil ass women that be with Jake. You know what I'm saying? That be with prophets. You know? Sometimes, man, you gotta let that bitch go, man. You know? Fuck if she got good pussy, or fuck that. You know? If she got to go, she got to go, bro. Point blank, period. You know? Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. See, look, man, during Jacob's trouble, they might meet a person. They might meet a man that's going to so-called give them the protection that they need, but he ain't going to be no man of the Lord. See, a lot of you women ain't going to be, candidates of Isaiah 4:1. You know, they gonna fuck around, meet a dude during the time of Jacob's trouble. He may give her a couple, supplies or whatever to ease up her little situation, and she gonna trust this nigga. And then, what I'm saying, she gonna be a prisoner in her own house. She gonna be getting dragged down a flight of stairs, man. And her head gonna hit every step on the way down. That's how that's gonna go. You know? Because Eve, they have this whole culture thing about nothing ass niggas. See, these women love nothing ass niggas, but these nothing ass niggas finna play out. You know? They want them some old YSL Woody nigga or some NLE Chopper or NBA Youngboy type of niggas, man. All of them niggas finna play out, man. Them YNs and all of these old YNs. Because you got these old niggas, man. They want to be young niggas, man. They all going to play out, man. It's only going to be the men of the Lord that was standing stiffly for the names of Yahweh Shema Shah. Those are the ones that is going to be protected. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and read up. Isaiah 32:2. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind. You hear that? And that wind is going into the destruction. So the Lord said a man shall be as a hiding place. But that man has to be in a hiding place. That man has to be under the shadow of the Almighty for her to be under the shadow of him. You see, that's the order. You're going to have single women get delivered. You're going to have single pregnant women get delivered, But that don't mean that, oh, yeah, okay, you know what I'm saying? So if, I'm single, then I'm just going to, look, these women be doing too much, man. Okay? If you single and you a woman, you need to be searching for a man of the Lord, a true man of the Lord. Because it said a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind. It didn't say a group of feminists with purple hair and beanies and, and a damn, like we can do it too shirts, man. It didn't say that. It said, and a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind and a covert from the tempest. That man, because the scriptures say what? That he that believeth on me shall be saved, and thy house, roughly paraphrasing. So everyone in your house is going to be saved from the works of that man of the Lord, man. Especially if he's a part of the elect, they're going to be straight. But the Lord is going to get at to the man. The Lord said, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even the golden wedge of Ophir. You know, he going to make us the shit, quote unquote, so to speak, you know. See, these women, you got to do all of this extra shit. They got lists on where they want to go for a first date and all this other type of shit. They got a long ass list, like 50 restaurants, man. You know, or, you know what I'm saying? Like where you can't take them, and you got to run game, play the game, and all this other weird shit, man. All that's finna get put to rest. And the Lord is going to raise up his men of the Lord, man. You know, and every brother teaching, man. All right, you got a chance to be a king. You are auditioning for kingship, man. Every single man of the Lord, man. All right. Especially, you know what I'm saying? Like in GMS is who I'm talking about, my brothers. You know, if you partake in this wise counsel, you are auditioning and you got a chance to be a king, the next rulers. We are actually the next rulers up next, really. But you know what I'm saying? We are auditioning for that, proving Yahweh Shema Shah that we are worthy of that crown. So with that comes a good fight, you know, and your enemy gonna see it. Eve is gonna see it, man. Eve is gonna see you get delivered. You're gonna have a lot of women that's gonna not get delivered, and they're gonna see the second coming of the Lord, and they're gonna be seeing brothers get beamed up. You have a lot of 2/3 Eve see Jake get beamed up, man. And her ass gonna be right here. You're gonna be having Jake Eve baby get beamed up, and she gonna be right down here. See, a lot of these women gotta feel that fire. You know? A lot of these Jakes dying is because of Eve. You know, as the rivers of water in a dry place, and as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. You hear that? So the Lord is gonna make that man, all right, that shelter for the woman, you know. So we got Isaiah 32. In verse 10, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you, and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. See, you know, that's what Yahweh Shema Shah gonna do. See, you know what I'm saying? Eve already naked. Eve already been made bare. You know, Eve have already been stripped of her clothes. She was stripped of her clothes in the 60s when Pam Grier and them came out, and she was showing them big old titties all everywhere in every magazine. From there, Eve was the forefront of being naked, the forefront of being a whore, man. You know, the forefront of being exploited, because they don't do the Edomite woman that way, but they'll do Eve like that. That's why Eve can't get no respect now, man. You know, because Eve don't even respect herself. You know, she don't even respect her kids. Jumping from man to man, jumping from monkey branch to monkey branch to monkey branch to monkey branch, and her kids see that. Her kids can't even respect no male figure or no male anyway, because they mammy don't respect nothing. And they a mirror of her ass. So if she got little nigga nugget kids and she want to bust up, hit the dough. There's the dough. And you can be a real fucking man, you know? But anyway, let's go to Isaiah chapter 4 In verse 1, it say, and in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. You see, 7 is just a number of completion, you know. But these women going to be busting the man of the Lord's door down, you know, because they going to be wanting to, you know, shelter, safety. They want to solidify that plate, man. They going to be hungry, you know. They going to be hungry. They need the protection, you know. And she going to have her own food, you know. She just want the protection, and you know what I'm saying, she gonna want you, she want to be your wife, man. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. You hear that? So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, there's a lot of women that ain't gonna fit this category right here. They are not gonna fit. They're not gonna be a candidate of Isaiah 4:1. I'll just go ahead and put it like that. See, a lot of these women, they're gonna get turned right around and the other way. All right? Because in that day, our spirit's gonna be turned up. Okay, our spirits are gonna be turned. We're gonna have a whole different mindset in that day. We ain't gonna be worrying about no woman's funky ass. We ain't gonna be worrying about her looks and how pretty and all of that. What can you do? What skills do you have? What can you produce? Because we need to make it to sundown. You know, because you only gonna be working with the daylight in that day. Especially in the wintertime where it get cold quick. Oh man, it's a long time until 8 o'clock the next morning if it get dark at 5:30. You know? I'm just saying. We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. So they're going to have their own food. They're going to have their own water. They're going to have their own clothes. They just want you to make them your wife. That's it. You know? But a lot of these women going to get turned around into the abyss of Babylon. And eventually they're going to get woe out by them plagues. But let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 39. And then I jump up to 33 though. Verse 39. Second Ezra 16 and 39. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. You see? See, these women, they going to be getting constant plagues. And it ain't just women. It's going to be men too. But this lesson is pertaining to women. So a lot of these women, all right, they already can't handle pressure as it is. You know? See, a woman will panic under pressure. She'll get in panic mode and like a damn chicken with her head cut off if it's fast paced. You know? So judgment, issues, problems, judgment is going to be happening simultaneously, and she ain't going to be able to take it. She might put herself to death, man. You're going to have that in that day. You're going to have a lot of people unaliving themselves because they can't take it no more. All right? They hit you with that damn, and blow they shit back, man. You know? It's going to be a lot of that in that day, man. You know? When the scriptures say her birth great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child coming forth, they slack not a moment. You know? So Yahweh Shema Shah not going to play with these women, man. He not finna play with these weave wearing women. And you got females that's in the truth, all right, and they still wearing that bullshit weave, man. They still got it on their head. They can't let the weave go. And you wonder why she can't understand nothing. You wonder why she halfway crazy. Because she got animal hair on her damn head. That's why she acting like a brute beast. Because she wearing animal hair. No wonder why she acting like a brute beast. She wearing heathen hair. She got hair of a heathen. And they be in different type of temples, praying and all this other type of stuff. And they putting that same hair on their head. And they don't even know why they halfway crazy. Getting brain disease from perms and all that. The Lord got to bring the judgment. He got to. And he is. You know, just pray and hope you ain't on his hit list, man. Because Yahweh Shema Shah got a long ass hit list. And we pray and hope we ain't on it. We pray and hope we on the list of the book of life, not the hit list. Yahweh Shema Shah got a bone to pick with a lot of you women. A lot of you men. We pray and hope that the Lord ain't got a bone to pick with us because we getting our asses whooped now. We just pray and hope we don't get taken by the plagues. You know, we pray and hope that the Lord keep us. That keep us in the shadow of the Almighty. You know? Because it's finna get ugly, man. And the Lord gonna have to stretch it out a little bit. He gonna shorten the days for the elect's sake. You know? But the point I'm trying to make is Yahweh Shema Shah gonna make your ass feel it. Alright? Let's go up to verse 33. And we'll close. 2nd Ezra 16:33. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. And their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. You hear that? So these same proud ass women that was, you know, holding on to little stomach ache, that was holding on to, you know, Sceliante, all right? They gonna be the same ones out here with sticks all in their damn hair, running out of tree lines, scared for their damn life. You know, them same women, you know, that love the nigga with the dreads and gold teeth and tattoos all on his goddamn face. Probably a GD or something. They love them type of niggas, but them niggas gonna get put to death because the Lord ain't dealing with them. He gonna leave his men out here. He gonna leave the men of the Lord out here. And it's gonna be up to us whether we choose. And these women picky nowadays, man. If you watch that show, Pop the Balloon, they be popping a balloon over dumbass reasons. I don't like your jacket. You're just not my type. You're too short. We gonna be just as petty and just as picky, man. You know? And brothers already got that spirit now. So include myself. So I can already just imagine in the time of Jacob's trouble, how the Lord gonna have our spirit, man. Because I'm telling you, a man of the Lord can be cold-hearted. A man of the Lord can be so cold-hearted, it'll make your head spin, man. You know? And these women gonna see. Because the scriptures do say the love of many shall wax cold. That just don't go towards 2/3. That goes to men of the Lord too. That ain't just for 2/3. The love of many shall wax cold. No, it's talking about men of the Lord too. Because we can be cold-hearted. Look at the time where Elisha threw them curses up on them kids, man. You know? When them kids was saying, when Elisha was walking up to Bethel minding his business, and them kids trying to roast him, talking about some go up, bald head, go up thou, bald head, just talking shit. You know how these kids is, man. But look, man, we are serious men. We are austere men. We not here to play no games. We here to teach. We here to warn. We here to herald in a new kingdom under righteousness, man. We ain't got time to be playing with y'all. You know? Because you see Esau not playing with this MOTB. You see these prophecies ain't playing. So we not playing. We need to let you know, like, yo, this is serious. This ain't nothing to play with. This life and death. All of this is going to boil down to decision making. Are you making the right decisions? Are you utilizing wisdom? That is what it's going to boil down to. Otherwise, you're going to die if you ain't on that. This is what men of the Lord is preparing their minds for, including myself. We are literally preparing ourselves for a transition of power. This is what this is about. The birthright. But these women don't see that. They don't understand that. I ain't gonna say all women, because you do got a small remnant of sincere women that understand, but for the most part, they don't know what's going on. These niggas think 607 Unc is a damn prophet, and he ain't nothing but a damn sodomite weirdo, man, with damn fingernail paint that need to wash his goddamn face, man. Got crust all in his eyes. Man. So these women ain't gonna have no helpers in Jacob's trouble. They ain't gonna have no protection. They're gonna be searching for it. And they ain't gonna be a candidate of Isaiah 4:1, just like what we brought out. Verse 34, and in the wars shall the bridegrooms be destroyed. You hear that? So them nothing ass niggas, Sceliante, Pathany, and all of these other weird ass niggas, Don Quaviuses, and you know, all of the Trayvons and all of these type of niggas, man, all these weird ass hood ass, all the Deontay's, and you know the hood names. They gonna get destroyed. All right? They gonna get destroyed. And their husbands shall perish of famine. Right. You gonna have that nigga that same nothing ass nigga that she putting all her eggs in one basket. That nigga gonna leave a little hunker down spot to go get some resources, and 3 weeks rolled by and that nigga still ain't came back. That is what these women are gonna experience. You know? Niggas coming up missing. He's somewhere in the FEMA camp, got caught 2 days in him leaving. An hour within him leaving, he got picked up by these damn Gerber troops or something. Or shit, he was put to death or ate up by a damn lion or something, man. Because don't think these damn tree huggers ain't going to be popping the damn locks on these damn zoos, man. See, these zoos going to get the locks popped. And you're going to try to hunker down in a spot. Eve going to try to hunker down in a spot or whatever. And you know what I'm saying, man? She going to see a damn big ass fucking gorilla in the kitchen eating a head of lettuce looking at her. Come on now. And you know what I'm saying? Possibly bang her chest into the floor. Because you cannot measure a strength of a gorilla, especially when they pissed off. You cannot measure the strength of them. Even a chimpanzee. Like a chimpanzee will fuck you up. And they are very malicious. They bite off fingers, toes. They'll bite your lips and nose off because they know you need it. They'll bite your ears off. They are very malicious, man. Very malicious animals. Or, you know, primates. You know. But these women gonna be faced with that type of stuff. You know? As they should. Because they haughty. They got wanton eyes. You know? It's gonna have to take full-blown fear. All right? In order for these women to act right. You know? It's gonna take the kingdom for these women to act right. Ultimately. Because mind you, man, these women ain't going to be right until the kingdom. Like, that's just how it is. And I'm talking about Israelite women. The heathen women, damn them. They just going to be concubines and field niggas. But as far as our people, it's going to take the kingdom for our women to act right. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edified. I want to give infinite honors, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and sincerity. They steered us well and they rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect. May the blessing of election be upon your house. We on the next one. Habaratazah. Shalom.